Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Exaggerated Podcast, Episode 2. This
Yo.
is Big Blago here with that voice you just heard was Papa John Deep Dish, and our
That's
other
right.
host is Kingbo HD.
Fun fact: the first orange wasn't an orange.
Papa's in the house.
Got a
Yeah,
catchphrase machine over here.
That's gonna be his catchphrase from now on. Just Papa John in the house. Yeah. So
May get
was it been like
copyright
6 months? Yeah. Damn. Like is he still the CEO or is he? Damn. He's not a part of it
No.
at all now.
He got booted out, didn't he?
That sucks
After
for him.
that
He got blacklisted.
tape.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. I didn't know pizza was damn hateful.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, but what was it been like 6 months or something since the
Yeah,
last one?
6 months. Nothing too much has happened in between, of course.
it's been
So
staying
we ain't
inside.
too bad.
It's just pretty much staying inside.
Yeah.
Going out for essentials and shit.
So, fair warning, I am playing Call of Duty. So, maybe cussing.
I'm sorry.
And we just
everyone.
lost 3 viewers right there.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
No.
everyone. It's not even damn Cold War, guys. It's damn Warzone.
Freaking Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1.
But I got some stuff we can talk about.
It was
Obviously,
good
I
because
think
I came with nothing.
it depends on what y'all want to start with, topic wise, like gaming, sports, entertainment, anything like that.
Go straight into politics. No, I'm just joking.
I'm ready for that $600
Stop the
stimulus
count.
check. Oh, I'm ready for that $600 stimulus check. Supposedly. But we can talk about. I guess we can just go straight into.
Over there.
We'll go sports then. And I know Big Blago loves sports, so I'll let him take this over with.
Well,
You need armor.
I mean, it's been kind of a rough time for me. I'm a big fan of all the Bay Area teams, and the Niners looking like they're falling out of the playoffs right now. Warriors,
Welcome to the club.
they're looking all right, but losing Klay Thompson this season hurts. My expectations high or low end playoff team for the Warriors.
Yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs. I think Curry's just too good to not make the playoffs. As long as he doesn't get hurt, you know.
It all depends on the variables, how Wiseman performs, if Oubre
Yeah.
can do what he did last year at the bare minimum.
I think Draymond will
there
be a
may be
great
somebody
leader
up
for
here.
Wiseman, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
You know, they got that dang. Hopefully, Draymond can get back to being that defensive stopper.
Draymond been looking like he on the Jenny Craig diet from that one press conference he did, looking pretty skinny. He probably saying, "All right, Wiseman, you get the centers now. I'll deal with everything else." So Wiseman and Looney, you got this, right?
Yeah.
And Chris, y'all three got that.
Yeah, but I mean, same for me, man. The Vikings are. If they make the dang wild card, like it's like a maybe if, just they can't win certain games. Like we losing to the Cowboys. Bucks was kind of like a possibility we could have won just because how bad
Southeast.
the Bucks been looking. But I don't think it's looking too hot for the dang Vikings as of right now. But the Pelicans, I saw
the
something
high
for
ground.
a trade rumor. I don't know if it's true or anything, but I guess it's speculation. It would be like Bledsoe and Reddick in a first round for
Oh,
Kyle Lowry. What do you think about
elimination.
that?
Reddick, Bledsoe in a first round for Lowry.
Yeah.
I mean,
they got Van Vliet, so I mean, they could move on from Lowry if they
moving.
wanted to.
I don't know if they're quite ready just yet. Lowry,
I feel like he's more of a leader for the group.
Yeah, he's the most clear-cut leader. I don't think the Raptors are ready to just completely blow it up yet.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, they're getting a good player out of Bledsoe, and obviously
Yeah, they get Bledsoe and Reddick, but I think the Raptors still want to stick with at least one like vet that's been there for so long.
Yeah, I think he'd probably retire there. To be honest with you, I don't think they would ever. Once his contract's up, he'd probably just resign for cheaper.
Yeah, you never know. He could sign like some podunk deal like Tony
Oh,
Parker did near the end of his time, with the Hornets after he was wrapped up with San Antonio,
Oh yeah, for sure.
or Hakeem, and he went to can't remember where he went to after Houston. I think it was. I know he was in Toronto. I don't know if he went on any other team after that or before that.
Oh yeah, I didn't know Dang Ewing was on the Magic at one point.
Yeah, I think Ewing was on the Magic and Seattle.
That's
Don't
good.
quote
Do
me
not
on it,
fish
but
my
I
foot.
believe he was on 3 teams in
Man,
his total
it's not like
career.
really my time, but I knew he was like most dominant, obviously on the Knicks. So I was like, oh, he must have been on the Knicks the whole
Somebody's gonna
time.
be coming towards us, so be ready.
Yeah, he was New York, and then Seattle, then Orlando.
Oh dang, he should have dang
And now he's the
retired.
head coach at Georgetown.
Now
That's the
dang,
wacky thing. Like, it's
Come on,
obviously not our
let's go.
generation,
yeah,
but the
but we like
coaches,
see
like
it.
you see in the players you watch go into coaching.
Yeah, I mean Tim Duncan. I guess
I
we
mean,
saw the back end of Tim Duncan at that point, and then he went to
yeah, of
coaching
course,
for like
Tim
a
Duncan
year.
took like a year, and he's like, yeah, bye, guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's got something else going on.
Now we got Steve Nash coming, a Jason Kidd back. I guess he's still coaching. He
I
has
think with
system
the
with the
Lakers, right?
Lakers.
Yeah, I don't think he anything big. I guess Ty Lue, Doc Rivers. There's a lot of coaches that are players that are really good coaches like Ty Lue and Doc. So let's see how Steve Nash does as a coach.
Yeah,
But I mean, he was a what something in Golden State, right? He was trainer or
he
something.
was like a developmental, trainer, something
So,
like that.
and it seemed like he did a good job. The Warriors always had like decent like role players when they draft them.
Yeah,
Cover me.
Like
it was always it was a ride once we got Durant, because that 73 and 19 was built so much on depth, and then when we signed Durant, it was great for the Warriors, obviously,
yeah.
no doubt, but we just whittled away at our bench until we just like any vets want to take like 2 cents and draft picks, you getting some heavy playing time, so get ready.
Yeah, pretty much. Which I mean, like nowadays, like oh, if I get drafted by the Lakers or something, like there's a chance I get to win a ring on my first year, and I don't even play too much.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Then obviously it worked out for the Warriors because they had such overwhelming firepower starting,
Yeah,
and they still had some key bench guys, and the
I always
rookies could
hate
contribute.
I always hated when people said the Warriors were like the first super team. It was like
We
they
gotta go,
created the
Paul.
super team. Like it was like LeBron the first person to do it. Like he actually went to the damn team and like, hey, come on guys, Bosh, come on Bosh. Cause
I mean, yeah, if they calling that the first super team, they must have just started watching when LeBron got. Even then, people could conceivably consider that LeBron team when it first formed with LeBron, Kyrie, and Love, because Love was coming off I think he was injured that season, but his reputation
yeah,
going in was
he
like
was
a
still good.
crazy scorer,
Oh,
crazy rebounder.
That's
And
why he gave up
obviously,
the first pick.
becoming a third option, that tapers you off, just like we saw with Chris Bosh in Miami.
I mean, it was a smart move by the Cavs because they needed a damn all-star at that point right away, so LeBron could win a championship. But like a lot of people were saying, I was like, man, the Warriors drafted 3 of the dang 4. You know what I mean?
over here.
They drafted them. They didn't make the super team. They developed into a super team, and they made it. You know what I mean? But that's just because Durant wanted to win.
Yeah, it's just because
Team
the
white.
push into a super team was like such a super powered move getting KD. That's why people were so salty about it. Yeah,
Go back
That
over
was
there.
funny.
like we didn't just get some. I can't even think of small forward, such a minute position, and well, probably using that word completely
Small
wrong,
forwards, man, they play all 5
Nice,
positions
I got one
nowadays.
too.
It seems like.
but I think it's been like a small forward. Like there, you got the greats, and then there's a big old gap to
Once we get
the good
closer.
ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going here.
See, like I don't know what Wiggins like. What would you name him? Like he a good player? You know what I mean? Because he's a good offensive player. Just not the best shooter.
He's got efficiency issues. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not the best shooter or anything. But
Got one north, 23.
he's obviously he's a 15 plus a night person. You know what I mean? He can
Yeah,
score
he'll be
15.
our second or third I guess, really depending on Oubre
I think he'll
comes.
probably be
I could
second.
see Oubre becoming like Diet Clay Thompson, maybe.
All right, let's go.
I don't know too much about his.
I'm popping.
Of
I don't
course,
know if
that's
he's the
just.
best shooter though.
Yeah, I haven't
Ah,
watched too much
shit.
Oubre, but just general vibes I
It's
get
gonna be
watching
it's gonna be
highlights
a
is probably the worst
real
thing to
poor
see.
man's Clay with Oubre. Because Clay was just too much of a sharpshooter, man. That boy would never miss.
Yeah, like real quick.
And then of course you got the drama over in Houston right now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Did you hear the
You
new?
right?
It just released. Woj just dropped it saying the Rockets are like, okay, we're going to different teams. We're not going to talk with the Nets or
Nice. Go,
76ers.
go.
They're expanding the dang horizon now, and
Yeah.
supposedly, I think it's been confirmed, they threw out Ben Simmons. I'm like, no, why would they give up Ben Simmons for Harden? Like Ben Simmons is like he's not no Harden, but at least you'll get more years out of Ben Simmons than Harden. You're gonna get him for maybe 1-2 years, and then he's gonna probably leave the 76ers and go to actually create a super team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause I don't think Harden
that's the rub with
Embiid
Harden.
Harden and Embiid's not gonna be able to win a championship. I should say. Maybe if Ben Simmons stayed there and Harden, now that would be crazy. But obviously, if they're throwing in Ben Simmons, it's not gonna happen.
I would say they have a puncher's chance for like this year and maybe next year.
Oh
It's
yeah.
obviously going to be tough with KD and Kyrie, but it's basically the gamble like the
Bring up that.
like the Clippers have basically taken right now with the Kawhi and Paul George. We're gambling our future to punch in some chips like right now. You know.
Yeah. The funny thing you bring that KD some I don't know webpage or Twitter page said Durant's gonna be a role player. Like he ain't gonna be as good. He's just gonna be a role player. I was like,
Just something for attention.
I clicked on the Twitter page and it had 1 million followers, but I'd scroll down to see what their activity was like, and they get 10 likes or some shit.
Yeah, it's just
I like that.
something to try and drum up attention. It's just
I mean, Durant
like
ain't no damn role player, bro.
definitely won't. I don't think he'll be as great as he was
I think he will.
to start.
Obviously, he got.
I'm not even sure this season, but I think he'll. Like people underestimate how modern medicine has changed so much about players.
And he's been off the court for 18 months, so he had plenty. What it was roughly a year healing, and he had an extra 7 months or 6 months to damn heal up and get back in the groove of things.
Now his defense probably usually tears
I feel like
that.
he
Defense can
ain't
take
gonna
a hit,
he ain't gonna be.
which is
as
a
good.
shame with Clay because no doubt in my mind when Clay comes back he's not going to be the defensive great.
But y'all got Draymond.
Yeah, defensive great that he was, but yeah, Draymond's getting old and crusty too. I see the freaking arthritic bones setting in.
You just see him start cramping on the side, his hand just locks up. I can't grab the ball, coach. But yeah, dang. Deep Dish, what about you, man? What's your favorite team? Great talking to you.
Yeah, people tuning into this podcast is like,
My bad.
What's this guy doing here?
Yeah, what's this dude
I
doing
guess
here?
that's the thing with starting with sports because Deep Dish ain't that interested in it.
Yeah.
He's got his teams, but it's more of a casual route, right?
Yeah, it's
He's
nothing
more of a
like.
hockey, but I think you gave up on the hockey.
Yeah.
Predators have been kind of middling the last, last couple years. Make the playoffs sometimes, but
Why don't we talk about our favorite
just-
streamers, man?
Oh yeah.
All right, Big Bloggo, you go first. Who's your favorite streamer? No, you know what? I'm gonna be specific. Who's your favorite Twitch streamer?
Oh God.
Twitch streamer. I gotta be honest, streaming as watching it. I understand why people like it. I understand why people like it, but it's not for me.
I would say the same, but I like certain people. I'm waiting for my streamer. You'd already know, Big Bloggo, who I'm waiting for to make a comeback, which hopefully it'll be within the couple months. But
Who's making the comeback? You think?
I mean, I don't know if he is, but it seemed like he is. It's just the way he tweets every 6 months.
Who's that?
But Richard, call him out right now.
My boy TSM Hamlins. TSM Hamlins is the GOAT of streaming. He's the most hilarious streamer in the world. I don't care what anyone else says. And the best Fortnite player. Even though Fortnite kind of dead to me.
Like Fortnite kind of dead to me, just killed the vibe. We all got shocked at that one.
Alright, Deep Dish, who's your favorite streamer?
Without overall or in Twitch? Twitch.
No, I didn't gotta be Twitch. I was just joking about that.
Okay.
Spit that out.
Yeah.
Overall.
I would say it's a doctor. This respect.
All right. Deep dish.
Yeah, he's been.
I'm gonna ask you some, or I'm gonna tell you some. But if you had anything to say to him, because he's probably gonna watch this podcast. To be honest, I'm pretty big. What would you have to say to him?
Oh, I'm just okay. I don't know. Invite
All right,
me.
thank you. I'm sorry, Dr. Disrespects. Hit me up later, man, and we'll play some Call of Duty or some shit, or whatever the damn game you damn bunkered in. Was it Valorant or some shit? I don't even know.
It was not Rogue One.
Rogue Company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And even pushing that cyber, he was part of the little
Oh,
advertising.
yeah, Cyberpunk too.
I would assume.
Well,
he
I mean
got
that's the
a
next
little-
thing. Since you already brought it up, might as well just talk about it. Cyberpunk.
Paul.
It's
what's
a
going
funny
on?
topic for us because
Yeah.
none of us have even
none
touched
of
it.
us, yeah, none of us got it. I barely watch any
Yeah.
gameplay. I just see a bunch of
Excuse me. Sorry.
articles about being buggy and trash and shit on the release. But I think the only person that really wanted to get it was Big Blago, so I'll let you speak on it.
Yeah, I mean, it was really just a case. The
It's all
setting
good.
looked interesting to me, and it was never going to be a day one purchase for me.
Paul, let's
Luckily,
go back up.
considering all the troubles on consoles. But who knows with that game with all the glitches and mess. Like I heard on PC, like even it's not as bad, but of course you get your technical issues. It's a case of a game with high expectations. Probably they were setting such high lofty goals for themselves that they spread themselves too thin, couldn't get everything up to snuff in time. COVID holiday, they're seeing everyone, this is a perfect video game season.
Oh yeah.
Like, hit that
Obviously.
release. Well, let's get the patches in within the next couple months.
Yeah. They should have just waited. I mean, either way, I think they would have. Now they lost 600 million or something. Like they lost money in this shit.
Yeah, they lost. They got a good return, but they've lost some I think I've read the stock prices have went down just because people are like kind of back like whoa, it's not looking too good for the future.
Cause I was thinking about buying it. Cause I was like, man, I like open world games. RPG.
Oh yeah, let's go.
And
Hopefully,
You go
hopefully this sets an example for other video game companies too.
I mean, Halo did it. They pushed their stuff back, and hopefully they don't rush it.
Yeah,
But it's just because those people were talking about like the graphics on the what was it?
They also pushed themselves in the corner with that because this release date obviously has been like 18 million delayed up to this release date.
Yeah, they were already getting delayed.
They were making a big show about how the previous date, we're not going to delay. We're not going to delay. And like a couple days before, we got a delay.
Like,
So they made such a big show about not having to delay, and then this, like they said, they put themselves in a corner with that.
they got money. Hungry.
Whoever made that marketing decision, or not even marketing, but like management decision to.
They got money hungry when they released the damn Keanu Reeves.
get up, well, I don't know what he said, but
I don't think I watched
samurai.
I don't
You
think I
got
watched
a
the
city to burn.
Yeah, I never watched the trailer. I mean, it kind of looked intriguing, just like the screenshots I looked at. I mean, it looked interesting. I mean, whenever they fix everything, maybe I'll have a look into it. I don't know. Is it online or is it just straight single player?
There is a single player only right now. They were talking about adding multiplayer later. I think like
So, like,
sometime next
tomorrow.
year or 2022.
So like kind of like GTA.
dang.
Yeah, obviously I'm on a much more delayed scale though, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
What in GTA 5? What took like a year after? No, it wasn't no year. It was what, a couple months, right?
a couple months. Yeah, same thing with Red Dead, I believe, which of course
And
that
there
one
was
was
there
just
was a little bit
kind
of
of
problem
meh
for
for
them.
Rockstar.
But if you think about it, like for GTA 5, they sold like how many copies in like one day? Like 80 million or something, or 8 million?
Yeah,
That's
they
something
were
crazy.
they were record setting. Yeah,
And obviously when they were like, "Oh, GTA Online's coming," everyone was trying to get on there. Everybody.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, you remember you'd always be in the sky, have to dang talk to Lamar every damn 2 seconds, like, hey man, let's race. Hey man, let's race. I'm like, no, I don't want to race.
Yeah, I remember that thing was buggy.
I don't know how long, but I
But
think it didn't take me too long though. I don't think it took me a couple of tries, I think, and then I got in. So I kind of got lucky. But,
And it's crazy how, I mean, obviously you get the benefit of what came out in 13, so
I'm
what,
just
7
joking.
years of change to
And
the
the ga-
online
and the game's
multiplayer.
so relevant still. It's like, it's crazy. Like, they know how to keep the game relevant. See, with Red Dead, I don't know what it was. Like, it just wasn't, I don't know. It just wasn't like a online type of game. You know what I mean? Like,
I think
Red Dead
GTA
1.
being so entrenched kind of hurt it because people go into
I see
Red
what you
Dead
mean.
and it's basically how GTA Online started at the beginning. You know, you had your job and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
racing and death matches and like little NPC missions.
I think
Now
they,
they're starting to add stuff. I'm not sure if it's drawing too. I mean, I see on Xbox it's still decently played. It's like top
obviously,
15.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
What?
kind of went back to play the single player a little bit. If they did something like that, like maybe like some hidden secrets, like kind of like the vampire and all that stuff,
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting. Like little stuff like that make the game interesting. You know what I mean? Like single
Yeah.
player, it was fun finding that little stuff like the cave and vampire and the what was it, like a meteorite that damn hit the building or whatever. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff and that robot that killed its owner. You know what I mean? That stuff was like interesting. If they did something with like multiplayer like that, I think it'd be really fun. Just like your friends going to search for the stuff and finding dead bodies parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do
Oh,
think one thing is that
get in,
GTA
Paul.
5
I'm still
allows a lot
driving.
more creativity in how to
Sorry.
approach it because they put in like what flying cars,
Yeah.
submersible cars.
We
I'm
can
just
we can
listing different variations of
we can
cars,
get flying
but
horses. We can get Pegasus and dang Red Dead. I mean,
yeah, I think they realize.
copyright. Don't try to steal my stuff, Rockstar.
But I think they're just realizing like, man, it's kind of hard coming up with crazy ideas in a old Western game that'll get people buying it like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Then they're starting to do some stuff. I haven't really touched them. I saw they got like the moonshiners or whatever. You can set up a little bar, little business or whatever. I feel like they push bounty hunting down your throats every time you log on.
Yeah, that's like a big thing right now. But talking about GTA and all that stuff, then yeah, obviously the new update came out. So obviously we all three experienced it. I damn had to buy that $2 million dang submarine. What did y'all think about the dang heist? Just overall.
I really like it. It intrigued me. I like the submarine, the periscope, and actually being able to get on top of the submarine, and you being able to drive it.
I'm not.
and
Yeah,
interact with it.
submarines pretty cool, and you can drive it. That was another thing. That was a huge thing.
Yeah.
You could actually. I thought maybe it was like the yacht. You can just move it
Yeah.
and stuff. But you could actually drive it. And the only thing is, I had the base version. I couldn't afford the other stuff. Like maybe if I didn't spend all my money before this came out.
Yeah, what's a clock in like fully upgraded is 9 mil or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I had 8 million at one point, so I could have bought majority of the stuff. But I ain't got it like that anymore. But what'd you think of it, Blago?
I mean, yeah, the submarine's all right, but the heist itself, kind of lackluster.
I agree.
I mean,
Maybe when we
Dang
do it
you-
another
I
time.
didn't get it. Sorry.
I think if we do it another time and get everything and then kind of like scout out the whole island and when you were trying to get on the island, it was kind of dumb. You know what I mean? We couldn't climb up like a little hill. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. We kept on sliding down like every like centimeter. Like it was like maybe a ruler, like 12 inches, and we'd slide right back down.
Yeah.
Like it's you could do it in real life, but they wouldn't let you climb up, which was kind of dumb. So we had to find a way around.
yeah, the island was like nothing crazy. It was just, it could have just been like a reskinned interior of some like mansion or something at the end of the day.
Was it? You
Still
said it was
interesting.
warm up, man.
And they had Dr. Dre there.
Yeah, Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah, they paid freaking however much money for like a 10-second cameo.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I think wasn't that Jimmy Iovine the dude with him?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And the DJ, I forgot his name.
Scott
yeah,
Storch.
Storch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know who you are. That
That's
was
pretty
funny.
much
Just
the
bashing
whole
him.
setup to the. They just paid Dr. Dre for that one joke to the freaking whatever his name was. You're like, I don't know who you.
For a second, I really thought we were gonna go help Dr. Dre so he can come, but I was like, okay, I guess we're leaving
They
him.
set it up like a mission, don't they? They talk about something
Yeah,
got stolen or something,
yeah.
and then
I was like, okay, we about to go help Dr. Dre in the damn game. Okay.
but Dr. Dre was like, "Yeah, you only paid for a little bit of my time, so I'm leaving this VA booth. Bye."
I wonder how much he got paid for that. They had to pay him a lot. I think he got paid a lot for that because he's a big star.
Dr. Dre or his son loves video games so much.
Yeah,
I don't even know Dr. Dre's family.
Dang, Dr. Dre's son got dang GTA 6 already. They're like, okay, we'll give you GTA 6 if you damn do this little cameo for us. It's only going to be 30 seconds. And we need we need you to sign off on your likeness of this dude in the game.
Because that's a celebrities in video games is all, like I feel like obviously with the Keanu thing, they're getting more to the marketing side. Like it's not like celebrities in video games are a new thing. Like you look at, for example, the old Grand Theft Autos. They used to pack those with big name actors for the main cast, and now they grab lesser known guys. But it's just a sign. Video games, every sort of video game, just becoming more just like comic books. It's the nerd revolution, gamers. Comic books unite or whatever. Dr. Disrespect fuming.
Doctor.
Well, I doubt he's on Twitch, man. He probably don't even click on that shit no more. But yeah, Heist was kind of lackluster. I mean, I kind of sucks that they won't let you like roam the dang hole. I feel like we should have killed him. Maybe we're gonna do something else with him. But I guess we're gonna heist it like every other time. You know what I mean?
I mean, technically, we could have killed him in that helicopter. I was just running the whole time.
But I feel like it would be cool to like just walk around the whole island and just do stuff instead of just in that beach area. Which is, I mean, it's cool, but I don't want to be stuck in one area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't even know how. If this is the final update to GTA. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I maybe final heist update. Hopefully, I mean they should still come on with a house.
I'm expecting some final update to be like a little nod to whatever GTA 6 is. I figure that'd be a good way to advertise it. You know, the first nod to GTA 6 will be the final update to GTA Online.
Maybe damn mansions will come to GTA 6. God dang. We got damn. I mean, I guess we kind of got houses, but I mean them things are whack. I want a mansion. I want the dang Playboy mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could have gave us Michael House at least, you know what I mean? Like, dang, y'all already got it all textured out. Maybe you dang change up the damn look of it, you know what I mean? Like, kind of like the high-end apartments where you can change, like, the scheme of it.
Maybe that'll be it, you know, GTA 6. You know, yeah, the owners of this house moved to wherever city we're going to have the next one. And then, you know, just like GTA 5, you kill Johnny from the Lost and Damned, you kill Michael in GTA 6.
He probably old and crusty by then.
You can, you know, he hits your car or something because he's got, you know, poor motor control or something.
But another thing, talk about the new Xboxes since it's been a while. I think Xbox and PS5 came out.
Been a while.
I'm officially on Xbox Series X. I got the first day release. I took off work for it. I'm the only cool kid in here. Just want to say that. Yeah. See, I left them all shook. They didn't even want to say anything. You want to talk about your new console, Big Blago? You got the best new console. It's like unreleased.
Check out. Oh, yeah. Decided to check out the Nintendo Switch, see what that was all about during this holiday season.
Oh, you got it? You got one?
Yep.
Nice.
The only Nintendo I have is a DS.
it's a real like Nintendo in the recent years, their last couple consoles, they've always been trying something. The Wii with the motion control,
Yeah.
the Wii U being how Nintendo deals with a failure. The Nintendo Switch,
I
that
mean,
I don't think that console did that
I
well.
mean,
But
the Wii was cool. I enjoyed the Wii.
oh, the Wii was
See,
great.
the
The
thing
Wii
is
U,
with the
I guess,
Wii,
didn't do too hot.
the only game I got was the sports game that came with it because it didn't need any other game. You could have so much fun with the boxing, golf, tennis, bowling, and baseball. That stuff was so much fun, and it was free.
I remember they had Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and I played that. That was something else.
Yeah, I would not play no first shooter on a Wii.
It was,
Yeah, that's your own fault there.
yeah.
He just damn starts crying, just ruined Call of Duty for him.
And I think they had Destroy All Humans for it as well. That was pretty fun.
Oh, he plays Destroy All Human on Xbox, and all of a sudden he just plays it on every console. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, the Nintendo Switch with its if you get it, the dual purpose home and mobile console, pretty interesting concept.
It's
Kind of
so
crazy having such great graphics on a mobile device.
yeah.
I mean, of course, you see that with phones nowadays playing like fucking crazy.
No man, only damn game I play
Picture
is
of it.
damn San Andreas, which is really good. San Andreas looks really good on a phone, depending on which one.
But yeah, I was just doing a little comparison check, and as of December of last year, the Wii U sold about 13 million units. The Wii U, and the Switch has sold. Let's see.
I know
This
Switch
is
probably sold
according
a
to
lot.
Wikipedia. Yeah, the Switch has sold 68 million
Yeah.
as of September.
I don't know
Which
how
yeah, the
many.
Wii U.
I don't know how many times I bought the Switch, man. Like I bought it like 3 or 4 times. But it's like I would like never be interested in. I'd want it just to have it, but I'd never buy any games for it just because the games were always $60. It never dropped down in price, and I didn't want to pay $60 for.
Yeah,
You know,
I've gotten
game
a couple
console.
games on there. I got been playing Hades. That game came out just recently. Real fun there. It's probably not up either of your boat. It's the roguelike. You run around, you get different power ups on each run. If you die, you reset and have to get new power ups each run. And I like that type of stuff. I'm probably the most esoteric of. I like using big words. I don't know what they mean, but
your gaming like category is like more broad than me. Like I play RPGs and sports games and probably first-person shooters every once in a while. You know what I mean? But anything else, like I really don't. I don't like.
Deep Dish likes.
I don't really
first
like
person.
Halo Wars type games. Like I never liked those type of setups. Maybe now I'd try it out, but like never like when I was younger. I'd never play what was it, Civilization Revolution or whatever. I know that was a pretty big game at the time. Everyone
Yeah, and those games are usually rough on the console. Yeah, they're really primarily designed for PC and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it still was kind of popular on I think 360.
Yeah. That's
And
what I
Halo
remember about
Wars was
Halo
too.
Wars. They were trying to make that a bit like this will be the RTS made for consoles. I think it did all right.
Yeah, I mean, and good enough to make a number 2.
Yeah, assumingly good enough to make a sequel. Yeah.
Talking about sequels. Dang, Watch Dogs made 3 sequels, even though I think Watch Dog 1 wasn't that good and Watch Dog 2 wasn't as good either, so I'm surprised they did a third. And seemed like everyone likes Legion. I mean, I have the game, but I really don't play it too much.
Yeah, Watch Dogs is kind of an interesting little friend. They haven't had like the one true blue like super hit. Like I feel like Watch Dogs 1 was received like kind of meh by most. Watch Dogs 2, that one's real mixed. I hear some people love it, some people are like real down on it. I've been kind of hearing the same thing out with Legion.
I mean, it's cool, but personally for me, like I really don't play too much single player unless it really intrigues me. So that's just me personally. I'm waiting for someone, Big Blago, to then get Legion whenever he gets a Series X or a Series S, whatever system he gets, and we play it.
And Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or well, just Warzone. Need to join the crew.
Warzone, man, god dang.
Maybe the next Call of Duty they'll make it like Warzone 2 and they'll actually properly make the game.
Not make it 300 gigs, man.
I still love that conspiracy theory that they make it so big so you delete all the other games off your system so that you got less choices.
I mean, it really. I mean, if you think about it, a majority of people like that don't got as much money as certain other people are gonna buy like the standard 1 terabyte, or obviously for the Xbox One was a 500 gig. That's more than half of the system memory for one game, and it's just a battle royale. So
the best though.
I mean, if I want to play a battle royale, I'll go play Fortnite or something, man.
It's just not the same.
I mean, I just still play the. I mean, no, Call of Duty Modern Warfare still 200 gigs to install, so I wouldn't play either of them. But I'll play something else like Battlefield or something more realistic.
Crazy how Call of Duty is pretty officially made their comeback now. I think it's safe to say. Maybe not to the supreme heights of the MW2 Black Ops 2 streaks.
Yeah.
But I'd say they're doing pretty damn good again. After that kind of lackluster period with Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare.
Ghost
was probably like that was probably their first big stinker, wasn't it? After that sustained success, if I recall correctly.
It wasn't it Black Ops 2 and then Ghost?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was what jumped into Black
and
Ops.
Then
that was the first Call of Duty on Xbox One, right? I think that
transfer. Yeah, it was one of those transitional games, just like there's always transitional.
I mean, they're always going to be relevant. There's always going to be those people that's going to buy the game no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, once you establish a franchise, unless you release a true like disgusting piece of crap, the franchise is still going to be able to come back in some form,
Yeah, they're gonna do decent. I mean, I don't know. I hope they make their money back at least. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I feel like.
Of course, I say that, and then you see, they release a Sonic the Hedgehog game every once in a while, but you barely hear about it when he was like the powerhouse in the '90s.
Bruh, I remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog on dang Dreamcast, man. I'd be free roaming, and I'd go mess with damn Mr. Egghead and go troll his ass. I don't know what game it was called, but it was pretty fun. Like I had really fun with that game, and towards the end, I think it was like the whole world or like your city was getting washed up, and you turn into like a golden Sonic. So that was pretty cool. I don't know if you know that, Malago.
I got limited knowledge of Sonic the Hedgehog. I just got Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I hop onto like the little Xbox every once in a while just to like clap my feet and laugh at the funny blue creature.
Yeah, but dang. Any other gaming that we could think of?
Yeah, my gaming has really been limited. I've been messing around with my new Switch. Been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter World. I bought that for cheap. Getting into it. I kind of like that system of combat in there.
Oh yeah, the dang new games coming out. Like dang, what was that? New Batman game. Suicide Squad game. I'm intrigued with anything that's co-op. Like to be honest, like it might be fun. The Batman one looks like the way it looks pretty good. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they do better than Marvel's Avengers.
Dang, we dropped another 5 viewers when you brought that up.
God, that game.
Sponsored by 5 Gum too.
We played the beta.
Yeah,
and that was
couldn't even join each other, which was
couldn't join. It was all right combat.
Yeah, I just didn't like it kept you in like a narrow area, like you had to follow the trail. Like I didn't like that. I feel like they could have like, come on, man, really, just let us free roam around and dang destroyed like buildings with Hulk and stuff.
And of course, apparently after that part though, like that co-op design part was like super like generic and boring compared to what was even shown for like the single player portions.
Well, they lost money on that game, didn't they?
Yeah, it's crazy how you can lose money on that property. But
Yeah, like how big, especially how big it was at the time. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, obviously it's not as big because the movies are already done for a year later, but everyone likes Avengers. You know what I mean? Like that
yeah,
was
I
a
mean,
big thing right
ain't
there.
like it came out in 2006 or something before Iron Man got his first movie. Remember those Marvel Ultimate Alliance games? Like, how do we sell this? We'll put Spider-Man right dead center in the cover. Come on, man, we can't put none of those other dudes. Maybe Wolverine, like, goes what
Yeah,
before Iron Man? The big Marvel properties were Spider-Man,
X Men.
Hulk, and X-Men.
Yeah.
They tried Daredevil. I don't think Daredevil really took off.
I mean,
Fantastic Four. I mean, they did well, but they weren't like powerhouses for them.
yeah,
Blade, but of course, Blade was. They did their trilogy, and then they were pretty much done
yeah. After
back
that,
then. But Hulk had the TV show in the 70s. The X-Men, of course, were one of the first big superhero movies in the
was
early
that what was that
2000s.
2005 or 4 Hulk movie?
Yeah, there was a Hulk movie in '03 with Eric Bana,
I don't
and
think
then they
I rewatched it and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was the first time, but it's not the best movie, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I've seen clips of it now, and it looks kind of interesting what the director tried. Like he was trying to make it like real comic booky with the framing and all that.
Mhm.
You should rewatch it, man.
Yeah, see the Hulk punch a dog in the testicles. Yeah,
Well, man.
or was it? Or maybe I can't even remember. He fights like a mutated poodle and a mutated pit bull or something.
Oh yeah.
Does it? I don't even remember that.
Yep.
That's the one thing. He fights like some gamma mutated dogs or something wacky like that,
Then
and he
also
ends up
that
fighting his dad at the end. Spoilers for
he
a
has dad
ancient
and that
movie.
and
I say
the
ancient.
that army guy, whatever, and he like runs fast and
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he turned to well, I guess was a technically abomination.
Yeah, that was in the Incredible Hulk movie that they're kind of treating like, is this a sequel to the old Hulk movie, or is
Yeah.
this its own thing? And then that movie's kind of funny looking back. Like it's kind of funny looking
I think
back
that's
at
the
the
movie.
Marvel movies when they're first setting up the Avengers,
That
like
was the movie
pre
I was talking about.
Avengers 1 movies.
That was the movie I was talking about. Like I didn't really like it, but then I rewatched it. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was the first time. But it's just because I watched it was a dang 10, 15 years down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Of course, if you watch it in like a sequence of Marvel, like it feels so, like all those early Marvel movies kind of feel disconnected from everything compared to how later ones would have like 18 million characters from like each different thing.
Everyone just like, oh, let's just jump onto the Iron Man movie.
Yeah. That Incredible Hulk movie, like, is completely nothing except for at the end, you get Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And of course, they integrated the general character later in later movies, but.
I wonder where that actor went. He's like, man, I should have dang stayed.
Which actor? You mean the Hulk actor?
Yeah.
Oh, Ed Norton. He's got a he's kind of a known, like, I'll be diplomatic, jerk.
Oh.
He's like he gets real finicky with his stuff, and he's probably just too finicky for Marvel to deal, especially with how they want to set up a franchise. You know,
Yeah.
it's like just like how what happened with Terrence Howard was more money. Ed Norton probably like a creative difference, but Terrence Howard. Of course, he had his whole, he got paid more than Robert Downey Jr. in that first film. He's like, so we're still doing that for the second film, right? And then they're like, okay, let's ring up Don Cheadle.
So I guess it's like 20 minutes later on the Ben Simmons situation. Daryl Morey said we're not trading Ben Simmons.
Yeah, of course, he'd said he wasn't trading Chris Paul, but of course, he got outside pressure on that Chris Paul deal. He never wanted to trade Chris Paul from all reports, the Daryl Morey. He was kind of.
And it says Duncan Robinson is not in the part of any trade talks with the dang Heat for Harden. Duncan's not in any packages.
Which is kind of whack. I mean, unless Houston don't want it for whatever reason, but
they're like, why are we going to give up Hero and Duncan? Probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean Duncan's no spring chicken. He's like what, late 20s now.
Mid, I think maybe 25, 26.
But it's not like he's like he first got attention, but he's not like a rookie or anything. He's been around a little bit. He's 26, 26 undrafted, or declared for the 2018 draft, I assume, and then when undrafted, got picked up by Miami.
I'm guessing that they want him, so it depends on like if they throw him in. Then I guess Harden might be going to the Heat.
Yeah, but you always want some. You want a
Shooters ain't
3-point
mad,
dead
yeah.
eye on your team, yeah.
Yeah, like if you get better at defense, I mean, yeah, a lot of people saying Harden's like kind of like a decent defender now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he has the highlight moments where a guy blows past him, but he's a solid defender.
Yeah.
It's just he's probably on those Rocket teams. He could conceivably be the weakest link on defense, so you attack him.
Well, obviously they're trying to build around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's just like I wouldn't call Curry like super good defender, but he's average in my
Curry said
opinion.
He's
just
even though he feels like he's good at defense, a lot of people are like, yeah, you're terrible.
He's the weakest link. He was the weakest link on those teams. That's who you wanted to
Obviously.
attack. Cause you either dealt with Clay, Draymond, Durant, or Iguodala.
Like they had,
or even before that, Barnes. Barnes is a solid defender.
And then your big guy Looney or like I guess back then what would it be, Bogut? You know what I mean?
Bogut and Looney. Yeah, Bogut was a great rim protector.
Oh yeah. Sucks I didn't get to see him on the Bucks, his true form. But I guess that was this will be the end for this dang podcast, guys. It was nice talking to y'all.
Yes.
We're probably gonna go play some Xbox now, guys, and maybe play some Warzone. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm lying.
Sure.
All
Yeah,
right.
this is an interesting little experiment going on. We obviously were not, too used to it. It took a 6-month hiatus, so.
Yeah,
But
we're
I
just
think
This
busy,
is
man.
just the what do they call it? The first episodes. The dang first ever episodes.
Well, I'm just
All right,
really
end it now. Always confused.
On TV shows.
Hold on, I gotta finish it. I'm just using y'all for stepping stones to build my career, so.
Yeah, wait until Papa John Deep Dish here becomes a household name in every house in the country.
Papa's in the house.
He literally just steals Papa John's and his.
It's
deep
gonna
dish
be
pizza.
just like back in the day when they had John Wilkes Booth as a picture in everyone's home because they loved him so much.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but yeah, no, maybe we'll come back in another 6 months. Who knows? We might be dang tomorrow, might be next year.
This is a biannual podcast.
Yeah.
We start doing like podcasts every dang day.
Oh, we ain't doing every day. I'm too busy for that.
Like, all right, how are your toenail clippings today, dude?
We're just gonna have to start like actually like everyday life.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's the end of the Exaggerated podcast.